Meow Village was founded in Aurora, Oregon in 2010 and serves the greater Clackamas, Marion, Multnomah, Polk, Washington, and Yamhill County areas by providing rescue, adoption, and barn cat placement services. Our mission is to improve the quality of life for feral and at-risk abandoned cats and kittens, to provide food, water, and shelter, spay or neuter services, vaccinate, and address medical needs. To perform trap, neuter, and return services when possible, and when not possible, relocate feral cats and kittens to barn-type homes through our barn relocation program. And to find permanent, loving indoor homes for socially at-risk abandoned cats and kittens that would not survive a feral lifestyle. As an example of the kind of work we do every day, I'd like to tell you about one of our rescue operations that took place over several months this spring and summer. On April 16th, a local cat rescuer was notified by a concerned citizen that she had seen a mother cat with a dead kitten hanging out of her, who had been this way for at least 4 days. The rescuer and 2 Meow Village volunteers visited the location to assess the situation. They found the mother cat, which they named Joni, in horrible condition and in severe distress. In 2 days, they were able to rescue Joni and 4 tiny kittens off the back patio of the home. Joni was rushed to Willamette Valley Animal Hospital in Tualatin. There, we learned about Joni's real plight. It wasn't a kitten hanging out of Joni. It was her prolapsed uterus. She was very close to dying. Some text messages from that time tell the story. It is her uterus. Chances of survival are very slim, but we're giving her every chance. Joni made it through the night and seemed pretty bright-eyed today. Then things turned again. Joni has a fever and an elevated white blood cell count, so back in for exploratory surgery. It's a true miracle that Joni lived. With Joni recovering, we began to realize that there was a much larger cat crisis in the neighborhood. The sweet and kind caregiver who had been feeding Joni was unable to keep up with all of the litters of kittens being born. She estimated she was feeding at least 15 additional cats, spending $500 a month to do it. She was doing an amazing job, but clearly the numbers in the situation were overwhelming her. One of the neighbors was so fed up, he started shooting his gun at the cats. They needed to be relocated. Meow Village agreed to take on the project and to help rehome these cats, who were all feral. We had no idea at the time that we would eventually help a total of 51 cats and kittens at that location. This project would soon involve all aspects of Meow Village. Every weekend since mid-April, volunteer trappers spent hours of time and patience rescuing cats at this location. The trapped cats were then assessed, treated for fleas and worms, and fostered in the homes of Meow Village volunteers while they waited to be spayed, neutered, vaccinated, and tested. Housing feral cats is no easy task, but it provides a safe place between healing from surgery and a forever home. All cats and kittens taken in were vetted to determine whether they were truly feral and therefore needed to be barn cats, or if they could be socialized and adopted out as indoor family cats. Volunteer fosters spent hours with cats and kittens doing everything they could to help them learn to trust humans and improve their chances for a high quality of life, whether they've been placed in a home or barn. Many of the kittens rescued from this location were very sweet and friendly and were successfully placed by Meow Village into loving indoor homes. For the cats that couldn't be socialized enough to be adopted into a home, our outstanding barn teams drove them in groups of 2, 3, and 4 to appropriately screen barn placements across hundreds of miles in Oregon and Washington. Upon arriving at their new barn, the cats were sequestered for 3 to 4 weeks to acclimate, while the adopters received support and guidance from their barn delivery team. It took more than 3 months to finish the work, and it was a bittersweet experience for the caregiver who had been feeding the cats all this time. Seeing them all leave was an exceptionally painful loss. We spent hours with this sweet lady showing her pictures of her happy cats at their new barn properties and reassuring her that she'd made the right decision to let them go. And Joni, the mama who started this adventure for Meow Village, is happy, still in foster care, and her foster mom has been working with her all this time. We are all hopeful that to complete the story, Joni will one day be adopted. As mentioned previously, Meow Village ensures all our rescued cats and kittens are medically assessed, spayed or neutered, and vaccinated. In fact, veterinary expenses take 86% of Meow Village's annual budget. In addition, we have no physical shelter and no paid staff. The organization is completely foster home run and is run entirely by the work of 68 amazing and dedicated volunteers. The dedication of the volunteers at Meow Village is unmatched. Since its founding in 2010 through June 30th of this year, Meow Village has rescued nearly 6,000 cats, which again includes veterinary care for each and every one. Right now, there are about 150 cats in foster care. We can't do the work we do without your support. So we're able to continue rescuing cats and kittens all around the Willamette Valley and finding them loving new homes where they will be safe and happy. Thank you.